This is your WW3 News second channel. Always a Friday morning. We have heard about new cars of all brands. They have teething problems. And the odyssey of these owners which are paying these cars on HP, how tedious they go through to have their problems recognised and repaired. There are car manufacturers are more professionally serious. They do care about their public relations, after sales reputation, and there are those who don't absolutely don't give a monkeys about their customers, even despite it's obvious there's something wrong with the car and it's in warranty. Probably the fact is they know it's a problem which during the development or during the assembly of this model was already known in these environments. And the fact is, if it's an electronic or mechanical fault, in modern cars it can be a very costly thing, especially people who manufacture under warranty. It's a typical thing with the Stellantis with their PureTech engines. Most of the customers, even if the warranty has expired but on the engine, you don't expect the engine flaws around about 48,000 kilometres and has really serious issues with the mechanical parts, for example. Also, there's with a Renault model in the United Kingdom, it's beginning to become a bit of a micro phenomenon. Particular model of the Renault, customers experience their new cars, if they drive for a certain time period or distance, this practically cuts out. Just like that, it loses power and cuts out. And also the dealership says, we can't find the fault, we can't fix it. Because you don't want to fix it because it'd be a costly recall system. In this case, when it comes to producing a new model of a car, in the phase of development, try to iron out this gremlin as much as possible. It's common knowledge in new cars, there was always problems, especially when there's a whole lot of electronics underneath the hood. Software problems, sensors, that is a classic in modern cars, problems. It's not usually mechanic. Regarding other manufacturers, which manufacturers use 3 cylinder engines, wet timing belt, certain materials which they replace with plastic, they used to be metal to cut on costs. Cutting on costs at the end of the day, if people become more aware, the cars which they bought is an absolute pile of crap. It's worth nothing. At the end of the day, you try to cover it up, these faults. Don't think the next car that customer's going to buy is going to buy it from you. No, they're going to buy it from somewhere else. Like a friend of mine had an Opel Mokka. PureTech engine, spent 10,000 euro, and the car was not even 4 years old. To redo the engine, he's had enough. Especially the attitude of the dealership where he bought from. I know they are bastards. Pontedera. He bought a new car at the end of the day. It's a Nissan. It's an SUV. And so far, he's happy. He didn't have no issues and no problems so far. So thinking, disguising, covering up problems of a particular model which you know it has a lot of gremlins, and this has been known during the phase of development, at the end of the day, you're going to lose a customer. And another customer which has the same problem with that type of vehicle and model will go somewhere else to buy the next car. And therefore you sell less cars, you run the risk of going, you end up closing shop. It's always a public relations. When there's a problem, resolve it. No wrangling around. Recognise there is a fault. Okay. Repair it. Change the part. Change the car if it's possible. Or give back the money of the thingy bob, because at the end of the day, if they take you to court, maybe a bit of a wrangling, you are running the risk of awarding thousands and thousands errors in compensation and damages, which probably superates the value of the car, of the issue at the end of the day.